Welcome into Tarot Tea After Dark. Okay. And I am coming with a collective. As soon as I hit the laugh button, I heard the song Smile in Your Face. Whole time they want to take your place. Them backstabbers. That's what I was picking up on. Okay, so somebody could definitely have somebody in your energy that is just fake. That's what it's giving. Somebody in your energy collective is acting like they're your friend and they're not. Okay, so I'm gonna go cleanse this space, cleanse the energy, and we're gonna dive in really quick. This will not be a live that's gonna be super long. Happy winter solstice, and it is 11:10, which is 11. So the number 11 could be significant. However, the number 11 to me means alignment. So we are definitely in alignment. Okay, and yeah, Ashe. Let's cleanse this space. Welcome in, y'all. 122 can also be significant. Welcome in, welcome in. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. And don't forget to check out the new merch on the channel if you're a supporter of this channel, or if you would like to donate. And you're not interested in the merch, you can always do that as well at Juicy Truths 1111. That's Juicy Truths 1111, or the PayPal is Lady Isis 144 at Gmail. If you like, the time is 111 now. 111 could also be significant. Okay, Spirit, our ancestors, the divine beings of light, divine law and order. What messages do we have for the collective at this time? That wasn't a good one. There we go. There we go. That sound wasn't a good one, but thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine Mother and Father. Whew. I feel like somebody needs to just breathe. I also been feeling a lot of tension in my neck. So somebody could also be feeling very stressed as well. And hot. I just got a hot sensation. So what is this about, Spirit? What is going on? What is going on with the collective? Let's see. Thing is, I need to move this a little bit. Hold on, you guys. Oh, guilty by association coming up right there. Okay. Now, I said we got some backstabbers in the collective energy. Okay. Coming through. But somebody is definitely guilty by association. Okay, maybe it's something somebody did to the collective where, you may have been dealing with somebody who feels like as long as it wasn't them directly, but they're still associated with somebody who caused you some type of harm or targeted you, then they're guilty by association. You allowed it. You didn't say anything, or, something like that. Hi, I see y'all in the chat. Yeah, smoke and mirrors. Okay. It's definitely giving backstabbers. It's definitely giving it ain't really what it seems, right? That's what it's giving. Welcome in, chat. Welcome in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Get us in the algorithm, okay? But other people that may want to see. And somebody is abusing divination. Abusing divination. Smile in your face whole time they want to take your place. It's giving envious. So it's giving maybe some type of covert like manipulation, or You know, in order for you to act like you somebody friend and smiling in their face, then you have to be coming off a certain way and hiding the actual deception, right? That's what I'm getting. Okay? And we got Salem witch trials. Somebody is abusing divination as well. What else is here? I want to shuffle like in smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors. It don't matter what it say. You know what it means because I just described it. Smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors. You get the point. Yeah, using your money to pay for SEX. Oh, God. Okay, so abusing divination. So there is someone who is obviously aware of divination and magic, okay? But they're abusing it. So they're gifted, but they're abusing this, okay? Maybe they're trying to set you up with some type of third-party interference. That's the energy that I'm getting. And then somebody here is using our money to pay for SEX. Okay, it's something about a power couple. So this could be a couple that's abusing divination here as well. That's why it's saying guilty by association. We got 444 protected, divinely protected here as well. And something about a judge. We got a corrupt judge here. Something about a corrupt judge. I just seen Alice in Wonderland, which lets me know this is about to be a rabbit hole. Okay. You are an empath. Empath. Mental breakdown. So somebody is going through a mental breakdown. The number 111 could be significant as well. Okay. In other words, I'm sorry. Somebody is sorry. They tried to cause you a mental breakdown here. Okay, so this when they were abusing this a divination, so maybe they paid a practitioner or was practicing some type. I'm picking up on like kitchen magic or something like that. They were practicing something to cause you a mental breakdown here. Okay, and this could be somebody that's close to you because again we got guilty by association. So I feel like it is somebody that's close to the collective here. Okay, this could be a significant other. Maybe you thought you were a power couple. Okay, and something about a corrupt judge here. I don't have the capacity to love you, and in other words, I'm sorry. Manipulation is here as well. Exactly. Gagged. Shapeshifter. Yeah, that's exactly what it's given. Somebody who become whatever they need to in order to manipulate. That's exactly what it's given. Demonic manipulation and sorcery, which confirms this abusing divination card here as well. Okay, let me make some space. It's definitely giving the shapeshifter. You have multidimensional abilities. Okay, so you have the ability to spot these patterns. So someone here, you can see the manipulation. I feel like maybe you've even got a kick out of it. Just for them thinking that they can get one over on you. Or just for them thinking that they could deceive you in some way, shape, or form here or manipulate you. I was also getting the energy of like, you may not come off as like intimidating or somebody a person needs to have their guard up around. Okay, so whoever this person is who's abusing this divination, they also don't feel like you're that much of a threat either. Weird, okay? That's what I'm getting. So that's actually your superpower because it gives you the ability to adapt, for one, and for two, it allows people to show their hands. Like, they think that they don't have to be on edge around you. So it's like they relax. And then they show their hand, they show their patterns, they show what they are trying to do, their manipulation tactics and everything, okay? So you have this multidimensional ability to see things, okay? And we have rise above. So you're like above them. That's what's given. And you're untamed. You're someone that they can't control. Okay? Man-made law. What is this? Be kind to yourself. And we also have enjoy the journey. You're not for everybody. Yeah, mentally ill. We got mentally ill and mental breakdown. Okay, so maybe they're going to go through some type of mental breakdown behind whatever it is that they were trying to send to you. Okay, this manipulation. I get that I feel like they think to them, they can one up you. They think that they can outsmart you, out manipulate you. Okay, especially with this shapeshifter like energy, they think that they can outshape you. Like, that's what it's given. Well, really, it's like you're like a sacred clown. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, you're like something that they really don't even have the words to express or explain, or can really fathom the depth in which you have, like, far beyond what they could imagine. Okay, we got Luxury Love by Mario. That's a song by Mario coming through as well. So this power couple could be you and this significant other. Okay, Luxury Love. Look up that song. Maybe you guys can resonate with that. And staying grounded is significant. You could be a Georgia. Something about a karmic father and a sugar daddy. Okay, so somebody using your money to pay for SEX. I'm trying to get all my cards out. And they're mad that you don't do shit to be liked. They mad that they can't persuade you one way or the other. Somebody said hi. I don't know. Hi. If you in the chat, hi. Just coming in. Welcome. Give me more here, Spirit. Give me more. Got casting spells and speaking negative. Like word curses. So maybe this karmic father, somebody has a karmic father who is very, I'm getting like some type of like aggressive or very disrespectful with their words. Or this could be a parent, okay? Watching your moves. And then we got spiritual attack. Okay, and walking on eggshells here as well. I dropped a card. I need to get down there and get it. I don't know what that was. Hold on. Hello, let go. Somebody needs to let go here. Refocus your focus and let go. Or maybe this father, this karmic father that was coming through here is going through some type of mental breakdown. They're guilty by association. With this corrupt judge, maybe they're trying to paint you in this bad light or have people judging you or putting you in this energy where you feel isolated or targeted. That's what it's really giving. Okay? Yeah, spiritual court. Someone is in spiritual court for this abuse to divination that they've been doing as well, and return to sender. We got karma tenfold and divine justice, karmic justice. Okay. So maybe someone that's close to you, like a family member. This could be a father. This could be a mother. This could be a significant other as well. Okay. With this smoke and mirror cards here. You're like missing, somebody missing the synchronicities. I got the synchronicity card here in the reverse. Someone here is not paying attention. Okay, so your spirit guides is wanting you to understand a message, get a message, and you're not catching the signs and synchronicities. That was in reverse. Okay, so be more mindful, be more aware, be more observant. Okay. At this time, yeah, somebody sleeping with the enemy is what I got here. They're not who they say they are. I told y'all the channel song was I don't even know the name of it, but it was, you know, smile in your face whole time they want to take your place. That was the channel song immediately when I hit go live. Okay, so there's a lot of envy, some envy here. Okay, that doesn't mean it's going to affect you one way or another. Okay, I'm just breaking down the energy here, because at the end of it, you're still, we got rising above, and you have multi. So you're the type of being that they cannot control, regardless of how many spells they think they cast and how much abusing divination they do, or speaking negative about you, or trying to corrupt the perception that others have about you, or even trying to cause you some type of mental illness or mental breakdown here as well. Guilty by association gives me the energy of more than one person. In order to associate with another, it has to be at least two people. So it could be two or more groups. Okay. Depending on, I'm getting like, depending on your rank or your spiritual rank, or where you, with the gifts that you have, okay, determines how aggressive they are with trying to destroy you, because that's what the energy is given. Somebody wants to destroy you, and they're doing it by way of deception. So they're trying to destroy you by way of deceiving you, to make you believe that they're on your side, that they can be trusted, okay, that they have the capacity to hold space for you, and they don't. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Yeah, Spirit is saying stop people pleasing. This is definitely family and friends. You see that? All right. So stop worrying about what people think. Stand 10 toes on what your business, on what you know is true. Okay. Trust the patterns that you see, not what they're telling you. Okay. Because it's giving very like seducing like energy, where they want to persuade you to think and feel what they want you to think and feel. Okay, so you have to see this from a bird's eye view, a bigger picture. Rise above the situation and observe it for what it is. This is how you're going to be able to know who's doing what. Okay, take titles off the table and all of the things, and you will be able to see how they are manipulating you psychologically, because we have psychological warfare here. I know I spelled that wrong, but act like it's spelled right. Okay? Anybody who's not in alignment with their divinity, anybody who is an open portal to be manipulated and used as as, right, and manipulate others. Okay? That's what it's giving her. That's what it's giving. And yeah, Spirit saying you're not guilty. You're not guilty. They want you to feel like you're wrong, or you're guilty, or, you know, you are what they want others to believe that you are. You know, say in the comments, I don't enjoy having to have my guard up. But see, that's what you got to do sometimes when you're around people who are not, like, what do you do if they not to be trusted? do you still trust them? That wouldn't be logical. That wouldn't be smart, right? So you have to move accordingly. And that's why I said someone here has the ability to adapt. It's called adaptability. Okay, you don't just be wide open with people that you know you can't trust. You're very delicate, but look, we got rose that grew from concrete. You're very delicate, okay? But you're very, very rugged as well. Okay? So sometimes in order to thrive, you have to be able to adapt to the environment. Okay? If that makes sense. The number 888 can be significant as well. Be sure to look this up, okay? So that you see what it means for you and in your reality and your experience at this time. But one of a mental breakdown, that's psychological warfare 101. They want to cause you mental distress in order to keep you off balance. Okay? In order to keep your mirror, your sense of self from being clear and moving in clarity. Okay? Black cats can be significant, or the spirit animal black cat. Look up the symbolic meaning of a black cat. I would do it, but I'm. And then we got emperor and empress. Something here about probate. Okay, so maybe this could have something to do with this corrupt judge here. We got probate court fraud, transferred estate, and beneficiary fraud. And then we got father out here again. So this could have something to do with somebody's father figure or a male figure here. It's something to do with this corrupt judge. And also paying attention to emotional pain or patterns that you inherited from your relationship with your father, which directly ties to the need for protection, validation, and guidance, which influences your confidence, your trust, and the ability to take action or feel secure in the world, okay? So that's specific for someone as well. Everything is not going to resonate with everyone. Take it how it resonates. Leave what does not, okay? So I understand. I do not read like an average reader. I do understand that. And sometimes it can be a little deep for some. It may go over some head. Okay, I am a multidimensional reader. I do not read at surface level. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. All right. Anything else out of this deck, Spirit? I think I'm going to change this. And money laundering. We have money laundering here as well. Dirty money. What's that smell? You sprayed something? Here, go up there with Con. I'm going to clear out the table for a minute. Really quick. I have a slight headache. Hold on, y'all. All right. All right, Spirit, what's here? This is kind of awkward. I need this to be like this. Okay. All right. Spirit, what's here? This is kind of awkward. I need this to be like this. Okay. All right. Spirit, what's here? This is kind of awkward. I need this to be like this. Okay. All right. Spirit, what's here? This is kind of awkward. I need this to be like this. Okay. All right. Spirit, what's here? This is kind of awkward. I need this to be like this. Okay. All right. Spirit, what's here? This is kind of awkward. I need this to be like this. Okay. All right. Spirit, what's here? This is kind of awkward. I need this to be like this. Okay. All right. Spirit, what's here? This is kind of awkward. I need this to be like this. Okay. All right. Spirit, what's here? This is kind of awkward. I need this to be like this. Okay. All right. Spirit, what's here? This is kind of awkward. I need this to be like this. Okay. All right. Spirit, what's here? This is kind of awkward. I need this to be like this. Okay. All right. Spirit, what's here? This is kind of awkward. I need this to be like this. Okay. All right. Spirit, what's here? This There we go. I need to be able to shuffle. 1, 2, 3 on the clock. I mean, 1, 2, 3, y'all. 1, 3, 4. Okay, what is this? Somebody needs to date and get back out there. Okay, meeting someone new. This landed on a power couple. Give me a second, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, like I said, this card landed on power couple, dating, meeting someone new. Okay, and we got the axe here, breaking up a separation and recognizing a pattern. Maybe you just came out of a relationship or a connection with somebody who weaponized the silent treatment, or you're coming out of this energy of abandonment and moving into an energy where it's more sound, where the foundation is built on mutual respect and individuality. Okay, that's what I'm really picking up here. This is not supposed to be right here. This was actually over here. Okay. And then we have luxury love. Okay, so this is a partnership or a collaboration worth keeping. That's what I'm getting here as well. And then we have a lot of energy outside or around this dynamic that wants to sabotage it. That's what I'm getting here. So it's important to observe at this time, recognize and stop the patterns, rise above what you are experiencing. Okay? Do not become what it is that you are experiencing. And we also got the clock here, which represents obviously time, but also ending cycles, okay? Healing, progress, okay, making healthier choices, okay. There were people in your energy that wanted to present themselves as soulmates, okay, with the smoke and mirror card as well, okay. There were people that, you know, I'm getting more so like karmic contracts, okay, and they wanted you in this energy of feeling like you wasn't enough here. They wanted you in the energy of self-doubt, okay, fear, or feeling like you're lacking something, or feeling like you were just never enough in that connection or in that relationship. Okay, really pretty much in a self-sabotaging energy where you're constantly giving up like your life force energy in order to have people around you or in order to maintain relationships or playing it safe. Okay, so spirit is calling for the collective to not play it safe anymore. Okay, stand on what you know is right, what you believe. Okay, stand in your power. Stop remaining in relationships and environments where you have to minimize yourself just to be accepted or tolerated or make it comfortable for someone else and their insecurities. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting here. Okay, because as long as you feel like you're not enough, then you are making people insecurities comfortable to make you feel like you're not enough. Okay, which puts you in a people pleasing energy. So sometimes, actually, a villain is not necessarily a bad thing. If me choosing myself or the collective choosing themselves looks like a villain because I'm not people pleasing anymore, then I'll be a villain all day long. Okay, so that's the energy that is given, and you got people that that were watching you, okay, that were gaslighting you to change your perception of yourself, or to not trust your intuition, your inner knowing, to make you feel like you are mentally unstable, to cause you some type of mental breakdown and mental illness here. Okay, have you like zoning out, not living in a present moment. If you're not in the present moment, then you are not able to um catch the patterns in real time. Okay, you're going to be misjudging situations. Your perception is going to be limited. Okay, and which means your multi-dimensional abilities are offline, you know, when you are not trusting yourself. So this is very vital and very important for the collective, you know, to really observe whatever ways that you have been people pleasing. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. And 444 is significant here as well. You could be seeing the angel number 444. Yeah, learning from the past and reflecting. Okay, so it's important that you are able to learn and reflect on situations in order to observe the data that you receive from the observation, right? And analyze and think and critically think. Okay, so if you're in a space where you are mentally clouded, and you're not able to call things clearly, okay? That's what I'm getting here, you guys. And yeah, outdated thinking right behind the camera card here. Get out of your head, like to the point where if you feel yourself overthinking about events or replaying events, then you're leaking your energy, right? You're leaking your energy anytime, especially if it's about a person that you know is a manipulator, a person that you know gaslit the hell out of you, okay? A person that's not honest. You constantly thinking about what they think or what is how a situation could have played out or whatever the case is. Okay, you're like overly fixated on what could have, should have, or would have happened. Okay? Yeah, you're moving into an energy where you're going to like this person equally. Okay? Someone here, it's not secret competition, because you've had a lot of people in your energy that have secret competition about you. Okay? When it comes to you, malicious, intense. Okay? What else is here, Spirit? I think I'm gonna get my tarot deck soon. Yeah, people who did not have the capacity to love themselves, for one, definitely didn't have the capacity to love you, and they perceive you loving them unconditionally as a threat. I'm getting like, when you unconditionally love a person, that doesn't mean that you just because you love them unconditionally that you are willing to accept everything unconditionally, right? Like the abuse, or like just anything. It still comes with limits. And I think a lot of people get that misconstrued. That doesn't mean you can walk all over me because I love you for who you are. Love still requires evolution, transformation, and growth. And a lot of times people are not ready for that. People are not ready to grow. They're not ready to become more, better, do better, choose better. Most people are more comfortable with living with masks and performing, okay? Looking like they got it all together from the outside in. Okay? But when you love a person unconditionally, that means you are still able to tell them what needs to change. That's my idea of it. Yeah, I love you for who you are, but I also love you for what you can become too. But some people, if they don't have that sense of a growth or wanting to evolve within themselves, it's only so much that you can do. So when they're not ready to evolve, they will envy you for evolving. They will envy you for wanting more and having a desire to become more. And see, this is where the power struggle comes in a lot of times within relationship dynamics, where one person outgrows another spiritually, mentally, psychologically, right? That's the energy that I'm getting here. So instead of rising in love, you start to fall in love. Literally, it goes to hell. Okay? Because they don't have the capacity, they don't have the bandwidth to hold that type of energy. And because we don't have control over the next motherfucker, you only can control yourself. And then once you start to see the patterns and see the truth for what it is, you can't go back on it. You can't unsee what you see. And yes, you can still love a person unconditionally, but you can't unsee what you see, if that makes sense. It's like you got to keep going now. And they're not willing to go, so it creates a struggle. It creates a issue, okay? Yeah, we got sudden change and reverse to new beginnings. So somebody wasn't willing to go through what it took to grow and liberate themselves. See, a lot of times people be okay with living behind bars as long as the space is big enough. They don't want to unleash themselves, liberate themselves mentally. Think mentally, right? Like, some people are literally okay with that. So that's what I'm getting here. They didn't want a new beginning. They didn't want to transition. They didn't want that transformation that's required for this type of luxury love, or unconditional love, truly, where you could truly be a power couple together. Okay? They wanted more codependency than anything. Okay, a lot of people confuse codependency with love, and it's not. You're just a codependent child. That's what you are. That's what I'm getting here. Somebody that you had to cater to like a child. Baby. What else is here, Spirit? It's been 40 minutes. I'm finna get off here. I promise you I am. We got abundance. And look at that. Wedding rings. So this is about a divine union. I'm telling y'all, this energy comes out all the time. And I'm part of the collective too. Okay? But you know, this is internal love. Okay, so this is mirroring your divine masculine and feminine energies within. Hey, Miss Sexy Ray, I see you in the chat. Okay, so this is about mirroring your divine masculine and feminine energies within, right? In order to attract whole relationships, in order to attract people who are, you know, interdependent rather than codependent. Okay, where they know who they are. Okay, they're not seeking to control you, manipulate you. They're straight up and straightforward. Soul connections, people who feel you, people who have the capacity to, you know, to hold your energy, if that makes sense, right? They have the capacity and the energy to do so. Okay? Yeah, look, we got seduction and mask. No more masks. Okay? No more masks. No more performing. No more being something that you're not. No more people pleasing. No more being afraid and apologizing for taking up space, right? And then we got the heartbreak, deeply hurt, going through separation and grieving. So a lot of the collective could be dealing with a lot of grieving and a feeling like you took a loss, or having to separate or break up from people that you genuinely do love, okay? But there's been a runner-chaser type of dynamic here, okay? And fear of intimacy and a lot of seduction, third-party interferences, okay? Wearing masks. Karmic relationship and Phoenix rising. Exactly, you're rising from these karmic relationships, okay? And you're no longer giving your heart to people who you don't deserve it, who don't show you that they deserve it, right? You see, we got the heart with the key in the reverse, and then you healing on that heart chakra in that space, right? You're healing from toxic relationships and addictions. You're protecting your key. Everybody don't have the key. Only those who resonate with, you know, true self-love, right? That's what it's giving here. That's the type of relationships the collectives is attracting. Okay, that's the word I was looking for. Attracting. I have a slight headache, seriously. Not people who like you for what you can do, people who like you for who you are, people who see you for who you are, not as possession, not as what you can do, how much money you got, how you look based off of, you know, how others will perceive you. People that see you, people that feel you. You understand? Exactly. Okay? So new, it's like new contract. That's what I'm hearing, like a new soul connection. That's what it's giving. It's been a minute, Miss Sexy Ray. How you been, Miss Sexy Ray? Let's see. I'm going to pull a few more cards here for the collective. Let's see. Which way I want to go with this? Let's try these. I feel like it was like A lot of things that came through with that reading. I'm going to have to go back and listen to this one myself. Okay, what else is here for the collective spirit? What is the energy or the energy around the collective energy right now? I left before you could leave me. So I feel like in regards to, you know, feeling like you suffered a loss, or people that you genuinely love are you're pretty much separating from or having to cut off. Okay, or you could be feeling like some people cut you off and they didn't really give an explanation. See, a lot of time when you're awakening and you're expanding and your frequency is no longer vibrating where it used to, where you were playing it safe, playing it small, you know, um afraid to take up space and apologizing, you know. I think a lot of times once you start to become, people will naturally back up. People will naturally cut you off too. So it doesn't have to look like you just cutting them off because you don't resonate. A lot of times you just become unbearable for others to tolerate too, if that makes sense. Okay, and somebody feels like they can't stop thinking about you, collective. Okay, what it's really giving is, you know, you were worth keeping. You were definitely worth somebody to keep around. Okay, some people learn from you. You're very inspirational is what I'm hearing. And people either they copy you sometimes, or you know, you just the you're not easily forgettable, if that's the even word. You know, they don't forget you easily. So someone here could be wondering if somebody is thinking about you. The answer is yes. But does that mean you have to go back? Especially when you know they did you wrong. I don't react when people mention you. So maybe you could just be in like that energy where you're not reacting when certain people mention certain people, or you may feel them coming up in your energy and you don't react. Okay, I can't stop thinking about you. And we have I love you here. So someone wants you to know that they do love you. Hmm. I feel like they don't want other people to know they still thinking about you. I don't react. They don't react when people mention you, so they have to hide how they feel about you. Or maybe somebody left and you didn't get the closure that you were looking for. 7-7 could be significant. Somebody is still attracted to you as well. But they also couldn't let you get close to them. If somebody is replaying your conversations over and over in their head. That's what I'm getting here. Couldn't let you get close to me. So this is, let's see. It was something you learned from this connection, though. See this graduation card here? It was some type of level up. It was some type of acquired wisdom that you learned from this connection here. Yeah, you were like Bonnie and Clyde, okay? This is your ride or die. Somebody you was very dedicated to. Okay, so this could explain as regretful or not. I'm saying regretful, but that really wasn't what I was thinking. Okay, but maybe somebody's feeling like maybe they didn't make the best choice. Okay, I'm also hearing like it wasn't that bad. I don't know. It wasn't that bad. Maybe you regret leaving. But I feel like if you left, it was that bad. Okay. You know, a lot of times when you break up with someone, and time pass, you start to kind of forget the bad and then focus on the good, like why you should stay or why you should reach out to them or why you should allow them back into your space. But in reality, it was very toxic and there was a reason that you left. Okay, maybe, you know, your nervous system was always you know, not aligned. It was dysfunctional. Okay, it was a lot of hot and cold, up and down type energy, right? It was toxic. And that's what I'm getting here. Mixed feelings. Mixed feelings. Maybe they were emotionally unavailable. Okay, which means you were deprived of that emotional connection, that depth that you need within a relationship to sustain a healthy relationship. You have to have that emotional connection and emotional intelligence and depth. Okay? Otherwise, the relationship becomes very one-sided and very dependent, right? And it was time. You see that? It was time to let this person go. And we also have the blues card here in reverse, okay? I'm hearing trouble won't last always. So you won't always feel like how you feel, okay? Where you're questioning if it was the right choice or if it was the, you know, it was the right choice because it's the choice that you made. Okay? So in time, these heavy emotions that you have are going to subside, going to, you know, the smoke is going to clear, and you're going to be able to think clearly and see the patterns that you need to see in order to level up in the way that you need to learn the lessons that you need to learn. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Yes, you are very dedicated to this partnership, to this connection, to this friendship, to this family dynamic. Okay, because it doesn't have to necessarily just be a relationship. Okay, this is or a romantic relationship. It could be any type of relationship, but I am getting mostly a romantic relationship. Okay, that's what I'm really feeling here. Okay, it was almost like you could have been with this person for years and it was no real growth. Okay, it was just time. It was just time passed. 88 could be significant. Okay, it was like, okay, I've been with this person for years, and what have we acquired? What have we gained? What did I gain? Did I gain more being with this person, or did I lose more? Okay, what did you really gain from this connection? Spirit says. Okay, we got karmic popping out the deck. We got karmic popping out the deck, and we got supersize me in a reverse here. So there could have been some type of third party interference, okay? But you see lesson, it was definitely a lesson learned. It wasn't supposed to be something that lasts forever, okay? You were overindulged in this karmic relationship. You were giving too much in this karmic relationship. That's what I'm getting here. You were giving too much. Okay? And that is the lesson here. You have to learn. Spirit is wanting you to learn. Your spiritual team is wanting you to learn that do not overgive to if that's not what you're getting in return, you know? Because a leech gonna be a leech. Exactly, Spirit. A leech gonna be a leech. 99, significant. What else is here? This was a karmic connection here. We got tiptoeing. So tiptoeing is giving me like walking on eggshells, okay? Walking on eggshells and performing in order to be accepted, in order to feel validated, in order to feel loved, you know, in order to feel like you were attracted to them, okay? You had to keep up some type of facade here. They didn't want to accept the truth. They didn't want to grow, right? They didn't want more. They didn't want to evolve. They were comfortable as long as you allowed them to be as long as you allowed them to be in a space where they were not growing. Okay, that's how they felt comfortable. The moment you wanted to level up and grow and expand and, bring some things to light and explain some things, now it's a problem. Now you're an enemy to them. Psychologically, you became an enemy to them, whether they say it or not. And then you will see it in their body language and how they treat you, how they show up for you, right? So as long as you were tiptoeing around and not doing a lot of digging, not doing a lot of observing and gaining insight and learning more here, they were comfortable with that. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. Otherwise, they treat you like shit. Losing sleep could be significant. You may have lost a lot of sleep. So I'm hearing losing sleep. Stand up at night. Somebody needs to stop scrolling at night. Go to sleep. Okay? Doing a lot of scrolling. I know we do tarot tea at night. However, okay, you should be putting your phone down, listening, okay? And listening to what Spirit is saying here. Okay? But someone here needs to stop scrolling so much. You need sleep. You need rest, okay? That's what I'm getting here. Okay. And a light bulb moment. Yeah, you had a sudden realization here. You got to stop being the sacrifice. You were sacrificing yourself to people who, that was what the relationship required. It required you to sacrifice yourself. So you had to realize the part that you were playing in their circus. As long as you were the clown in their circus, then they were quite all right. Right? As long as you laid down and let them walk all over you, you are quite all right. You walked on eggshells and you know how to adjust to their moody ways. You are quite all right. That's what I'm getting. They felt safe as long as you felt unsafe and unstable. Right, with the black sheep in reverse. As long as you were not causing any type of mayhem, is what I'm hearing, or any type of going against what they expected you to do and expected from you, then yeah. Okay. They were okay with you just being a piece of who you are. They don't even have the capacity to, to really experience the layers of who you are. You have layers to you. And I feel like a lot of people haven't even, I'm hearing none. Nobody that you've been with actually experienced the layers that you have, the depth. It was always surface. It was always surface. Okay? And as long as they were able to love bomb you and gain personally from you, then they were okay with that, Mother, you can have a child with this karmic here. You can have a child with this karmic. Yeah, disrupting your harmony, your sense of balance and peace. You might have lost a lot of money, a lot of opportunities. Okay, trying to maintain the health of this relationship, or kind of going against things that really would have served you, okay? Making the decision that's best for you, but instead you considered their love bombing ass, because that's what it's given. This karmic who love to love bomb and manipulate you, okay, into being small. That's what I'm getting, small, okay? Which caused you to have disharmony within yourself, okay? I'm hearing that song, I can't eat, I can't sleep anymore. So ever since love has walked through the, something like that it go. Whose song is that? Is that Angie Stone? I don't know. I need to look it up. But feeling like you can't eat, you can't sleep. I wish I didn't miss you anymore. So somebody could be missing you. I think that's how the song go. That's how it's coming to me. If it's not how it go, okay. They were always never satisfied, seeking options, playing a field. Okay, people playing with you, playing in your face, thinking that they're gonna come across another you. Okay, see, that's what it does though. See, people who take good people for granted, they think that they'll find another you, and then they have to find out the hard way. That's not how that go. That's not how that go. Exactly, they was playing a dirty game. Exactly, and they had to fuck around and find out. Exactly. Look, so hooking up with people, doing things behind your back, gossiping about you, talking about you, just being sneaky in the shadows, with low-key situations, maybe got a side piece cheating on you, dogging you out. Meanwhile, you dedicated. It's like y'all against the world. That's how you seen it. You'll do anything for this person. But they take it for granted because they don't have that sense of self within. They don't know how to appreciate a authentic person because they're not authentic. They're living a lie. They're performing, right? Exactly. We got frenemy right at the bottom of the deck. I can't make it up. Okay? They had hidden intentions here. Very lustful. Not satisfied. Yes, it's giving somebody's baby mama or baby daddy here. But again, it could be a friend. Take it how it resonates, okay? But they were very two-faced. I said it was gossiping and talking about you behind your back. Meanwhile, you're making adjustments and compromising for them, and they ain't even thinking about you. They're not even considering you. Very selfish, with how they maneuver. It's one thing to be moving selfish while you're single, but to be in a commitment with someone or some type of, mutual understanding is what it should have been, but it wasn't, right? So they lie, cheat, connive, manipulate, two-faced. Don't let you know what it is. You got to find out what it is, right? What else is here, Spirit? You got to find out. Yeah, something about something legally and having to escape. The runner in reverse. So there could be some type of court situation. Okay? And I really get that you are head over heels over this person. Okay? But they could definitely be reminiscing about you right now again, because they can't stop thinking about you. However, okay, that don't mean you need to reach back out, nor do you need to let them back in your space. That don't mean that either. Okay? I don't mean that. Give me a few more. Yeah, people pleasing. People pleasing, suppressing your own self-love. Yeah, blending lies with truth. Not honest. And somebody is afraid that you're going to expose them. Okay? Somebody's afraid you're going to expose them and their lies. Okay? That could have something to do with a court situation. They don't want the truth to come out here. They going through hallucinations and night sweats about you. Yeah, they tried to Wendy Williams you, though. I'm hearing backfire. That's what they ass gonna be going through. Yeah. They became who they wanted you to believe that they were. Yeah. They became who they wanted you to believe that they were. They were never really, ever capable. That's what I'm really getting. Somebody name could be Sylvia. We got insidious and we got anxiety. Okay, and they was using your money for sex. That came out earlier. Okay, you have a royal bloodline as well. Stay woke. Don't let your mind go idle. Stay woke. Don't let your mind go idle. And something about a bus driver. Fall equinox is also significant, September 22nd through the 23rd. Okay, that could have been significant as well. What else is here? Give me a few more. We got MK Ultra, mental breakdown. Okay, ooh, it's given some type of agent. Maybe they were sent to actually cause you to have some type of mental breakdown and keep you tied and tethered. Okay, yeah, deal going wrong. As soon as I said that, okay. So like the cards are saying, they're afraid that you're going to expose them and how they became something that they really wasn't in order to keep you bound and tethered to this karmic relationship here. Okay, there are things that you know about them that they don't want others to know about them, or they think that you don't know what they were actually doing with you to begin with. It was some type of deal that went wrong here. Okay, and you have dreams. Okay, you see things in your dreams. You're a dream walker here. Okay, so you have the ability to see dreams, see things in your dreams, and somebody father sold them out here. So I'm getting. I had karmic father come out earlier as well too. Stop giving away all your energy. Stop giving all your energy away is what I have here as well. Okay, and playing games, using your womb essence to create chaos in your life and fund theirs. Okay, so that could something going on with court. Okay, but I'm gonna have to leave this here because it's already been a little over an hour. But I want to leave y'all with some oracle cards here. See what comes out. They tried to Wendy Williams, the collective, so they was trying to steal some. When I think about Wendy Williams, I think about like mental disorder, some type of mental illness on top of that, and then somebody trying to steal your inheritance. Like that's what it was. So it was some type of deal going wrong here. Okay, I'm gonna have to tap back into this tomorrow or whenever we go back live for Tarot T After Dark. But we got self-love here. You are learning that your capacity to love others is directly related to your ability to love yourself. Ashe. That's basically what the message was given as well, right? We're no longer loving people and showing up for people who can't do the same, right? So that's what that's giving. You could be a life path number 3 as well. You can be a life path number 11. We got natural born leader. You were born to lead others. It is part of your life purpose. Okay. Major purpose. Okay. You have a major purpose here. Is what I'm hearing. Yeah. You could be the life path number 5. You may be creating pain for yourself by standing in your own way as well somewhere here. Especially if you're a life path number 5, that's for you as well. Okay? And one more. Increase. Okay? So that's 1111. That take us back full circle. Okay? 7 plus 4, 11. 1111. Y'all see that? 111 is significant and 1111 was significant. You could be a life path number 8, but you are in a season of increase. You have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart as well. Okay? And don't let fear keep you from moving forward into the life that you deserve. Okay? Don't let fear do that. Observe. Okay, take it for what it is, not for what you want it to be, not for what somebody tell you that it is. Take it for exactly what the truth is. That's where the reality is. Okay, you could be a life path number 1 as well. And I'm hearing one more. All right, new door. So this is definitely a new door for you, Divine Collective. 1 1 again, okay? Because 6 plus 4 is what? 10. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10, 10 could be significant, okay? New cycle, new door, which still breaks down to 11, 1 and 1. So we got 11, 11 out here twice, okay? But your prayers have been answered and a new door is being held open for you. Ashe. This message resonated with you. Be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Don't forget to check out the new merch. If you want to become a divine detective, go ahead and join the channel and become a member. Be sure to check all the links in the description and or the what you call it? We I can't think about it. The oh my god. The comment box, the comment section. Yes, because I may add some links there as well. Okay. I will see you guys in the next Tarot Tea After Dark. Until then, Ashe, have a big, beautiful day on purpose with a purpose. And remember, your thoughts create your reality. You can change your reality with a thought, just like that. Ashe, 1212 can be significant as well.